Well, hello everyone out in Twitch land. This is Mike, and we are going to, for the last time, give Paro a try getting into. Um, we've been having a lot of fun, a lot of headaches with it, ending up in a lot of crashes, but we're going to give it one more try here. Hopefully get a few more of you to join in. I do have another pilot sitting on the ground in Kathmandu headed that way. Would love to have you all join us as well. So bear with me here as I'm coming up on VATSIM myself. At, what do we got here? Hang on a second, folks, here. I'm just getting a flight plan filed. Okay, so we got our flight plan in. Let me see, updated as someone suggested. I did not know there were updates to VATSPY. That just kind of made my day seeing that. Let's see if Paro comes up now. Well, looky there. Alrighty. So, folks, if you're in the mood and you want to join us, we're sitting on the ramp in Kathmandu. I'm in spot, oh boy, which one am I in? Let me take a look. Spot number 5, X-Plane 11.5. Trying to find where JD Drums is. I think that's him over there. Test 1, maybe? But let me continue on with where I was, getting my aircraft set to go. Bear with me. Oh, where are we? KT. And, well, actually, we're on the next day, so let's do this correctly. All right, and last attempt. After this, I give up. If I end up regretting it, I will call it a week. I've kind of had it. We'll be fed up with it at that point. Let's see. For Mac Air, we're flying a flight number of 20. Okay. Alrighty, and I wish I could save the route, but I can't, so bear with me here. Let me just pull it up here real quick. Okay. Okay. Tumley, that is correct. And then Sierra Uniform, Bravo, Sierra Uniform. Okay. Activate, execute, next page. Let's get this guy rolling over here. Looking good. Alright, departure's gonna be the same runway to the B route to Kimti, execute, and I'm gonna go ahead and lay in the arrival. We're gonna do the same one. Oh heck, which one was it? Let's see. Yep, the Y. Just do a quick run of our legs page here. Okay. 261. And looks good. Okay. And nav data is loaded. Next page. Alright, so the zero fuel, let's see, are we filled yet? I thought I was filling. I think I forgot to hit the numbers. I sure did. Alright, fuel truck just pulled up. We're fueling. Alright, so that's going to take a couple of minutes to get us filled up here, but that's plenty of time to go through the route. Stand by here. Let me help you all out here. Get rid of that so it doesn't keep catching me off guard. Ah. Well, well, so that didn't work. Wonder why. Okay, but real quick, folks, 31,000 is going to be the cruise altitude, even though this time around SimBrief is saying 33. We're going to keep it at 31. We're putting 14,848 pounds in the plane for fuel. 142 souls are aboard. 29,820 pounds for payload, bringing us to a zero fuel of 121,714. So 121,714 pounds of zero fuel weight. Add in the 14,008, bring us up to a ramp weight of approximately 136,562. So again, the weather here, pretty much the same variable winds, and a few clouds at 10,000, few clouds at 1,000 AGL, few clouds at 10,000, 3 on the temperature, 2 on the dew point for Celsius, 1019. What else do we have in here? Runway for Kathmandu is 10,007 feet long, heading at 22. Transition altitude is 13,500. Get my departure pulled up here. I know y'all aren't seeing this, so okay, so that's all aligned. Fuel is almost in the plane. About 300 pounds to go, and then we're going to finalize and get rolling. Alright, for those of you that are on the Discord channel, we are streaming there as well. So you can watch it there, watch it here on Twitch. Hopefully my voice isn't echoing on Discord, but we are on voice as well there. If it is, I'll click it to mute. Fuel's loaded. Head back over here. Stand by. What was it again? Okay. 14.8. All right, so we're looking at 6.7. Okay. $85, 310, 253 at 73. Okay, We got the basics in off of Professional Flight Planner. We are looking, we're going to go ahead and do the 30 TO, okay. Takeoff. Okay, we're just kind of rapid fire here. I'm going to go ahead. Hang on a second here while we're here. I'm going to go ahead and bring Sim Toolkit up for y'all. That way you'll see it at least on the cockpit here. And still 202. Okay, not worried about it. All right, one thing also to fill you in on, the airfield here is 4,300 feet above sea level. The airfield we're going to, Paro, is 7,300 feet above sea level. Coming in from runway 33, we expect to be going uphill, so we gotta really gotta nail it. We're gonna get into it. What I saw from the last time, and I mean, folks, I was real close. I think I hit too hard and the nose gear collapsed. So as I watched the replay a couple times, it looked like that's what it was. I might have done a 3-point landing too hard. All right, so we got everything on this page. Flaps are going to be we're going to do it, but I know we're going to be getting a lot of blowback from the airplane. One. Oh. Pirate. 141, 142, 147 is what I'm going to have. All right, so 141, 142, correction, we're going to go with 143. 147. Okay, so everything's plugged in. Go to climb there. Just want to check one thing here. We're at 13.5. Good. Descent 18. And that didn't change. Good. All right, so let's hope that all does what we needed to do, what we've got set up here. Let me start the ACARS program. Last time, at least at this place. All right. And last thing I got to do, set up my aphids. $57, okay. 22. 31. And I already forgot what the Q&H was here. 1019, Q&H there is not available. Great. All right, so we're going to go with 1019. Actually, we'll go standard. Let's see. You know, that's what I get for... All right. Alright, so we got to get up here to... Okay, last thing on my check to do here.
Adjust vertical speed. Adjust.
Okay.
Climb. Climb now. Climb. Climb now. Climb. Crossing. Climb. Climb. Crossing. Climb. 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 Clear of conflict. Descend. 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 Crossing. Descend. Descend. Crossing. Descend. Descend. Descend now. Descend. Descend now. Increase climb. Increase climb. Increase descent. Increase descent. Maintain vertical speed. Maintain. Maintain vertical speed. Crossing. Maintain. Monitor vertical speed. TCAS test. Pass.
Good deal. TCAS is passed. We're starting the APU. If you're using X-Plane, always make sure to start a fuel pump first. I use the pilot side forward one. I don't know if that's the easiest one to get to or the aft, but that's why they selected it. In case it fails, the mechanic can get to it real quick. We're just waiting for it to finish spooling. All right, everyone's on board. Okay. While I'm here, okay, APU's on. Turning all fuel pumps on.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the flight deck, welcome aboard our flight today. We're wrapping up the final paperwork here. Should get your annual way momentarily. Want to thank you so much for your company, and we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Again, welcome aboard.
I don't like it when it does this, but...
Ground cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Okay, we're going to do a quick look around the plane.
Ground cockpit. Tow is starting up.
Alright, so the tug is coming up. Final checks here. Okay, flight door will close it here momentarily. CDU display set. N1's checked, IAS bugs checked, MCP checked. Whoop, we already did that. Boink, I hit the wrong one. Transponder set. Parking brake. Hydraulics after the pushback. Everything's down and closed. Okay.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Alright, so now is the time for the anti-collision, even though they go off every time I hit the brakes. We'll have to recycle them several times.
Flight attendant, subject to departure, cross check and all call, thank you.
Okay, pushback clock set.
Alright, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
Alright, there's our door closed. Kathmandu traffic.
So connected
Back
and
Air
Whitecaps in
572,
service.
push
Release
around.
parking brake.
Runway 2.
Starting pushback. And you may start engines.
Okay, to start engines, it's very simple. We've gone through this a million times, it seems like. We turn off the packs. Make sure your fuel pumps are on. We're going to again go from number 2 engine to number 1, right side to left side, and we're going to use the left igniter. So 1 click to the left, using the left click on your mouse in X-plane. You're cranking. And at 17 to 25, we can move it up. Got a light off. And at 50, you'll see it, 56, sorry, you'll see it move to off. Or to auto, I'm sorry. There it goes to auto. Starter cutout engaged, I think is the term they're looking for. Okay, packs. And announce starter cutout. Okay, so that's first one. Now we repeat for the other side. We're going to just do it the easy way. There's 15, there comes the oil pressure. 18, we can go up now. Sit here again, watch it at 56, the starter.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Okay, starter cutout. 58. Good starts. Let's get the gens on real quick. Okay, APU can go to that, and we can now disengage. Okay, now let's get over here to the checklist. We've done that. And let's follow the after start or before taxi. So the gens. So now we're going to turn on the probe heat, the wing ice, the engine ice,
Code
the pack,
disconnected. I might have been
isolation
removed.
auto.
Hand signal on the right. Well, see you next time and have a safe flight.
APU bleed will go to off and the engines to cut to continuous. So basically, we're going to make sure our window heat, well, first off, our generators are on. Here's 1, here's 2, we already did that. Window heat, we'll just verify again is on. Probe heat's on. We'll use engine ice for now. Hydraulics are on. Packs to auto. And continuous. 31,000, 7,400. Let me double check. Yep, let's go with 7,350. It's 7,346 for the altitude on Paro. And again, that's in feet. Signs are on. Alright, so let's come down to here, continuing our checklist. Start levers should be at idle. And they are. And that's all we can read on that page. Hang on. Page 2. Ground equipment clear. Flaps to 1. Flight controls will check and will. They say blank the lower DU. I don't know about that. And we're going to leave that on the takeoff. So, alright, so to check flight controls, all we got to do is move this to the status page. Here's our flight controls right here. So we're going to go to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. Sounds like an aerobics class. To the right, to the left, to the right, up, down, up, down. To the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. Man, I could have been an aerobics instructor and making a heck of a lot more money. I think. I don't know what they make. Anyway, back to the engine display. We are checked. One last check, folks. This is the best time while you're still at the gate that everything's good. No red lines, no nothing. Nav data's set and ready to go. Make sure the upper... Oop, went one too high. There we go. Okay, trim air's on. All right, so let's put some lights on. Do our... Okay, before entering the runway, the biggest thing here is we want to verify our runway, and then we'll turn our strobes on. So, let us get underway. Hang on a second. Alright, so we're taxiing out to runway 2. Oh, we did miss one. Yaw damper. But thanks to our handy dandy recall, there we go. We are on the move. On another what seems to be foggy day here, and the temperature dew point spread is the same. Alright, so we're heading down, I believe it's Charlie Foxtrot for our taxiway, heading to runway 2 for takeoff. Alright, and let's see here. See if I get any data here on... Oh, we do. Yeah, 250 at 4, so... Paro is reporting... And I got a QNH of 215. Get that back on. As you can see, we got to go uphill here too. Okay, we're going to head right out. Let's see what our compadre is going to do here. If he's going, he can go.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Shows him airborne. Let's make sure. Alright folks, we're coming up to the hold short line. We're just going to make sure JD Drums, who's joining us here, which way he's going to go. so I don't get in his way. Test 1, the runway's yours. Kathmandu traffic, Mac Air 572, holding short for traffic at Foxtrot and Charlie, runway for runway 2. Oh, we got someone to blaze a path for us. Cool. Oh, there he goes. All right, Mr. Drums, let's see how well you do this. Look at that. I think he's even flying the drug air livery there. Up in the air in my beautiful balloon. Okay, we're in 737s, but you know, imagine. Use your imagination. All right, folks. Mac Air 572 back taxiing runway 2 for departure. All right, folks. Checklist calls for the strobes. In the 7-3, we go up on the position lights and the landing lights. And let's head on down to the end of the runway here. And Mr. Drums is going to get a good jump on us so he can bird dog the run for us. Unless, of course, he gets lost in the fog. Alright, we are on our way down to the end of runway 2. Elapsed time so far, 35 minutes on the stream, folks. We're trying to get this going a little quick here. We both work at the same airport, so he has flight ops maybe tomorrow that he needs to get to, plus a 5-year-old to tend to along the way, so unless she's the one flying, and that's why we had the good takeoff. Who knows? Alright, we are back taxiing right now. Reject takeoff, lights are on, spoilers down, flaps are at 1, and looks like we are ready once we get down there, so. And we'll finish up the takeoff checklist and then get going. Okay, checklist complete. The only bad thing is when we hit the brakes, the position lights go off, or the anti-collision in this case. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and get
cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
everything ready to go on the aphids now. Down here at a pretty decent speed. All right, folks. Hello, Hang on a second. I'm trying to get turned here. Welcome to the stream there. I drone a Planto. Sorry if I butchered that beyond belief. Little busy in the cockpit at the moment. We'll do a better job here momentarily. All right. Okay, well that's... Well, you know, there's a lot of people out there that kind of giggle at me with Italian, how I eat spaghetti and all separated. So, you know, why not butcher a name that's in Italian? All right, so timer's on. Well, you came on, by the way, at the good time here. We are getting ready to depart Kathmandu, as it says there, for Paro. And this is my 4th attempt on this runway. 2 have ended in crashes, 1 a missed approach. 1 I didn't even get there. Hopefully it won't do this en route. We'll find out again. It's done it every time en route where the plane just rocks violently. Don't know what's causing that. Alright, so takeoff, we're going to go to 60% instead of 40. Once they stabilize, kicker on the toga, rotate with 15 degrees positive pitch, and landing gear 400. We've already got roll, and we'll start retracting flaps after Kathmandu. We only have 1 notch to go, so. Alright, so here we go. Whoa, parking brakes off. Double check one last piece of information. Even though it really doesn't matter, we're good to go. Alright, let's let traffic know we are chasing down Mr. J Drums. And yes, sir, we're hoping number 4 will finally get it on the runway. Well, actually, we were on the runway last time. That we can establish. I just hit very hard and collapsed the nose gear, which, you know, happens in X-plane. So, here we go, up to 60. And the reason I choose 60 and not 40, look how easy it is to look over and see it's there. It's lined up almost with the line. And brake off. Stabilized. Toga. Here in just a second, I'm going to get lined on runway heading. Toga. Little nose down here on the runway. .142 is decision speed V1. Right now everything looks good.
Rotate. V2.
V1. Rotate positive rate.
There goes the gear up. And I go ahead and turn the autopilot on here because of the terrain avoidance.
Gear up.
I think that we probably should be in a flaps 2 or 5 situation here and not what we're in. That's the only thing I can think for all that barking at me from the terrain avoidance. And to speak of, let's give you an idea since we are pretty cloudy here. That's what's out ahead of the airplane, folks. The Himalayas. We're now turning away from them. But our goal is 7,500 feet or higher above Kathmandu. We're almost there. So that's not a problem. We'll actually probably come across Kathmandu where we're supposed to be. I think it's Igris at 11.5, I believe it is. Yeah, 10.5, sorry, 10.5. I thought I turned that on for you guys. What did I turn on? I see what happened. Okay, there's 7.5 easily made. Pilot has it. 4 minutes into the actual fly time. Let's go to the legs page. Making the turn towards Kathmandu. 10.5 is what we got to cross Igris at or higher. Yeah, and it was like this on our last attempt. We seemed to be in the clouds almost all the way up to 27,000 feet. So we're going to 31, so let's get the lights off. Can't accelerate yet because of the 180 restriction on us. And see, we've already got the restriction for the next fix after Kathmandu. Oops, yeah, taken care of. So now I'm sure the heavies, this could be on a hot summer day, could be it could even be tough for the 737. So, but yeah, we're on our way now. And okay, we are across Kathmandu, just waiting for speeds to build up here to be able to retract flaps. And I can hear y'all going, my goodness, you're only at 190 and just passing flap 1? Wait till you see the approach at Paro. We're going to be at 17,000 feet with at least flap 1 out. So, at 185 knots to start the RNAV in. So, but we'll get into that real quick here once we get more on our way. Let's go ahead so I don't forget, get that layer of flaps up. Flaps are up. Let's do the final part of our takeoff checklist. Alright, so we didn't check mark anything. Flaps are retracting on schedule. We're already on autopilot. And climb out. Already done 10,000. We're probably just now hitting transition. We just did. Now the nice thing about the Zibo mod, everything I do on the pilot side is mirrored on the co-pilot side. So there you go, Paro, standard. We can't even switch. That's the only bad thing. Let's go to decision altitude. We're going to go up to 200. Actually, it's a lot higher than that, folks. It's, well, we'd have to look at the chart, because above AGL, that might be about 3,000 or 4,000 feet. Yeah, decision altitude, 3,000 or 4,000 feet. It is an amazing mod. Folks, if you like PMDG like I do, it is a phenomenal mod. You're almost, if not even slightly better than the Zibo mod in this aircraft. And it's free. So you're not paying the 60, 70, 80 bucks or God knows what when PMDG gets online with the new sim, what they're going to be charging. So, but again, I won't knock them for anything over there at PMDG. Everything they do is worth it. To me, at least. You all may argue that, but to me, I'll pay the price for what they do for us. Okay, let's check here. Altimeters were cross-checked, and we'll get everything set up here. Oh, I think we're doing that right now.
18,000 feet.
We sure as hell are. What just happened? That's what happened, and I almost crashed. Well, I crashed on one attempt because I let it go on its own and didn't know it had gotten into that. Okay. Autopilot's back on. Let's get her back on course, back on VNav. Let her build speed back up. Yeah, I do not know what's causing that, folks. I don't know if it's wind currents off the Himalayas. Always a possibility. I doubt it. But like I said, I saw that happening and I knew something was wrong. Okay, so let's try one more time. Yeah, we're on that one. Okay, so. Okay, we're just letting her build speed up now, folks. Yeah, oh no is right. Why she does that, and it does this all the time to me. And you know, it's always when I don't have the trim centered. I really have trim issues with this aircraft. I don't know if there's a servo that needs to be disabled or what is going on with my version of X-Plane. But man, it's yeah. And I've got a pretty smelly cabin area back there. Paro approach, just for your information. We're going to need a cleaning crew when we get on the ground. So, we'll, man, like I said, it'll probably do it one more time. Actually, I don't use add-on sceneries. I tried to fix veer crops down in South America. I didn't understand where the heck half the files needed to go for that. So, I haven't tried adding scenery yet. I'd love to, because St. Louis is pretty crappy. Paris even looked crappy, which that at least made me feel better that they didn't do the city up really well there. But yeah, I don't have any add-on sceneries. And supposedly there's a really good one in X-Plane 4, Paro, in Bhutan. But I don't plan, this is going to be my last attempt. If I fail, I'm just going to leave tail between the legs, saying, okay, I'm done, you beat me, we'll come back to you some other time and try it again. But 4 times trying, or 3, let's see, this will be flight 1, flight 2, flight 3, flight 4. If it doesn't make it in, we're going to call it this time. So, but yeah, that was really bizarre. Also, if these clouds hang around, I'm going to go VFR. Reason being, and you'll see it as we go through the procedures for this approach to runway 33, 10,800 feet is the visual cue. If we're not visual at that point, it's a go around. I'm going to give myself that. I'm not going around. Come back to Kathmandu. I'm going in. We'll just go VMC and do our best. Yeah, there's clouds. It can't be. You can't go in instrument. Although my dad thinks you can. He used to be an airline pilot. I don't think they're allowed to now. I think at 10,800, they aren't visual. They go around. But that RMP, that's some amazing stuff that they can do in the Airbus. And I don't know if any 737s actually fly it or not. But the way he talked up that RNP approach, pretty amazing stuff. I mean, to do one, he used to ground school them with a company in Florida, a lot of overseas pilots, and says that RNP approach is just like, I mean, it's like flying an auto land into an airport. I mean, everything is micromanaged to the nth degree by the computers. Okay, Mr. Drums, you're gonna go 1-5. Good luck to you. If you need, hope that chart's helpful for you. You may, if you're going in on the Y approach, you're gonna have to overfly the airport and do a button hook back. If you do the other one, it's gonna bring you in, but at that 13,800 point, I think it is, or 812, whatever it's called, you're going to be doing a pretty steep descent to get down to, you're only like 5 miles out. So we'll come at you. Hopefully you won't be on the runway burning like I was. Hopefully the aircraft carcass has been pulled off by now. Let's see here. Let's see here. We are doing I believe it's the Zulu? Nope, the Yankee approach. Yeah. Good at steep descent. So am I, actually. Don't be surprised. Well, you'll be doing some hand flying too. So, but yeah, I sent you all the charts up there. They should be on your messenger. Unless you already have charts, NavGraph charts, or Sim Toolkit with NavGraph on it, you can get them that way too. But yeah, good luck to you. And while we're at it, let's get into our arrival. For those of you new, first off, we're going to come in on the Subsu 1 arrival, which is from Subsu to PR, Papa Romeo 888. Here's the big one, folks. Above 17,000, I'm shooting for 17,000, but we cannot be faster than 185. That's flaps 1, folks. And if flaps 1 at 17,000 feet, that's pretty close to the maximum extension altitude, I've been told, of 20,000. So we may be able to get flap 2 out of it, but we'll see. From there, we're going on the Yankee approach. We're basically just going to step through PR. Well, you know what? Hang on. I'm going to make this a little easier for the moment. Praying to the gods that it won't do that again. Let's get Sim Toolkit up here. Okay, there's Sim Toolkit. So, as you can see, from Papa Romeo 888, 17,000, max is 185. 744, 742, 740, 738, 736. Each of these with their own, be it at or above altitudes. 12,004. And then 712 for us, running runway. Gosh dang it, there it did it again.
1,000 to go.
Son of a gun. Wow. Told you. I don't know what the heck causes it to do that, folks, but boy, there we go. Speeds are coming down and we're about to level off. Anyway, let's get back to this at 712. We got to be at 11,800 feet at 145 knots. We're going to be fully configured from 732 to 712. We're going to be going into full configuration. From there, we just swing around to 708. We'll try to be at around 9,000 or so here. Shoot the ridge. This is where it gets real tricky at, right? This little notch. Then we got to come around and line up for the runway. So what I might do this go around, get a little closer to the other side, and then ease around that ridge a little quicker, giving me more time to line up with the center line. Trying to, hopefully my stick when I go to the left likes to get touchy on me, so hopefully it won't do that as well. And then we'll line up for the approach. Keys, 17,000 at Papa Romeo 888. 712, we got to be at 11,800. No faster than 145. This is a flaps 40 approach. Last time we almost made it. Hoping this time to not say almost, because that only works in hand grenades. But yeah, we are now at cruise for just a short while here. Let me go ahead. We got about 50 miles and then we'll start down. So hang on, let me be nice to our folks behind us. I'm even gonna try to get okay, so let me pull some toolkit back. Alright folks, now I also move the overlay that I usually keep to the bottom of the screen to the top. Just so if I watch this at work trying to figure out what was I doing wrong, what did I, could I do better, and critiquing myself, I get a better view of what is going on here on the gauges. So yeah, I'm thinking it's just a bug too, so well, fingers crossed, because it's going to probably do it one more time as we head to SUBSU. And where? Alright folks. Okay, arrival brief complete. Let's go ahead. I'll go ahead and get my okay, so alright. VREF is set. Okay. Okay. Recall. Brakes will go to 3. There's our 17,000, right? Yep. Okay, so there's 17,000. All right. Let's make sure no controllers have come up on us. Well, the one bad thing with him going 1.5, me going runway 33, his missed approach is going to come right at me. Hopefully we're spaced enough where that won't be a problem. Okay, so for those of you watching, I won't miss. Is that the runway or the mountains? No, wait, that's what I would say for myself. Never mind. I won't be like that. Good luck to you, man. Hope you nail it, Jason. Preferably not a mountain. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and start my descent now. Try and take this at my pace, even though it's 185 to 145 knots. Try and do this at my pace. Alright, I put my prediction in. As you can see, I expect it to be rough. Fire away, folks. I've got Sim Toolkit rebooted, so alright. As you can kind of get a see, we do have some rain showers starting to pop up on radars out here. So we may be going into KVOC or VFR, one of the two. Alright folks, and we thank you all for those that are new to the stream. We do appreciate you being out there. If you like what you're seeing, by all means, please follow the stream. We've got other flights we have going on that we're going to get back to if this one busts tonight. This is the actual 4th flight to Paro. 1, 2, 3, 4th attempt at the actual runway. Now, each flight did not come to the runway. First flight actually crashed midway. There have been some serious, there's either a bug with X-Plane, bug with 737 here mod, that you'll see it violently climb, violently turn to the right or left, and in some cases flip it over and crash it. I don't know what causes that. It's very nerve-wracking to go to get coffee, come back, and you crashed, and you don't know why. And that's what happened on that first flight. Second flight, missed approach, came back around, crashed. Third flight, crashed on the runway, just landed way too hard and lost control, and it crashed. So, we're hoping the 4th one's a charm. Pilot error. Each one's pilot error. Yes, yes, yes. It kept you busy though, J drums there in the firehouse. All right, sir. We'll be as quiet as can here while you try to make your run. Gonna find it's not as easy as it looks. The chart makes it look easy, folks. Let's take a look at one other factor here on the chart. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and bring it over for you guys one more time. Some toolkit. Okay, so we're set up now on the approach side of this. Let's get on our actual run. Now, as we pull this up a little bit, first off, I see number 1, which appears to be authorization required. So, up. That's me, sorry, hang on. Turn that off, that's my bad. Okay. Now, don't know what the number 1 here is for. The only thing I see is up here authorization, because number 2 is not the same. Number 2 is VMC conditions must be met at decision altitude. Decision altitude for runway 15 and 33, basically 10,700 feet, just depending on what class of aircraft you are. We're 740. So we have to be VMC, visual meteorological conditions. That's why if it's not, I will turn the clouds off. So I wanted to make sure I pointed that out. Plus the RNIP has to be 0.3. Hopefully what I'm going to show you will make that right. Folks, I am not a commercial pilot. Best I ever flew were Seminole, and I got 1 or 2 hours in that, ferrying it with a check with another pilot. I got about an hour in it, so that's as much multi-engine time as I have. The rest of it is Piper, Cessna, Beech, single engine. I do have Aero and Saratoga, but folks, they don't even come, and a Bonanza too, and they don't come close to this thing. Okay, so let's pull the, there it goes, see? Wow. Nice and scary. I'm going to go ahead and use the speed brakes to get us slowing down. Okay, and we're past the D cell, so we're heading for 185.
1,000 to go.
15.
1,000 to go.
Good thing is we're going to level off before it. Then I'm just going to basically, let's go ahead and tighten in on this. Okay, now, folks, here's where if I'm wrong, please, in the chat room, let me know what's right. To check the RNIP, we would go to the progress page. .3, 0.04 actual, 0.0004. We got to be 0.30. Is that correct? Yeah, 0.30 or 0.04. I don't know what this error, oh, error. So hopefully I'm pointing right. Up here it shows it as well. Okay, coming down. Let's go ahead and bring the speed brakes back up, or back down, sorry. Flaps 1. Okay, our next altitudes 14.4, 13.6, 13.1, 12.4. So we're going to do 14.4. Okay. Stay on the legs page now. And 14.4 is which one? Okay, now, not sure if y'all can see it or not, but you've got the caret, which is the airplane here, moving across. 14.4 is by 740. Not this one, but the next one, so it's this one. Paro approach. Mac Air 572 crossing Papa Romeo 744 for runway 33, passing through 16.1 for 14.4. Mac Air 0572. Last check here. Alright, so let's go ahead and arm up the speed brakes. And I don't know, to me this tells me I could click something here to activate it all in. I just really don't know. When I really don't know, I revert to the fame. If you don't know what you're touching, don't touch it. Okay. We're just going to keep it in at 5 here, 10. And just kind of work our way around where we can see everything. Here's our decel point for the 11.8 at 145. And yeah, seeing that ridge ahead of me, I started getting a little nervous. You end up turning, I think it is, down right about here. But it kind of made me go, oh, we're not going to clear. Landing lights on. Seat belts on. Okay, and by the way, folks, we have not, and we are turning off the weather. So, pause. I just saw all those clouds. Close enough. All right, I knew that would make it squirrely, but yeah, we just went VFR. Okay. All right, so JD Drums, J Drums, we are. Oh, let me reset here. 11.8. Flaps 2. Going to flaps 5. Okay, folks, 712 is this one, I believe. Yeah, it's the one right before the big curve. I was off one. It's this one. Auto throttle is needing some more spoilers. Hang on a second.
Thousand to go.
Going to flaps 15. Basically, we're just trying to get her slowed. Here comes 712. Brake set, gear down. Alright folks, I'm taking over the auto throttle.
Gear down.
Get her through this turn, but we gotta be. Trying to let it do the lateral here. There's the runway.
2,500.
10,000 feet.
All right, test one, I see ya. How you doing? Paro traffic, Mac Air 572 in the valley, runway in sight, test one in sight as well.
One thousand.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Birch, altitude set.
Five hundred. 400.
stall. Shit, we're missed.
400.
Too low, gear. Too low, gear. Too low, gear. Too low,
Mac Air
gear.
572 missed approach. We're going to try runway 15.
Gear up.
Mac Air 572 missed approach. We'll try run 15.
Terrain. 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 Terrain.
We have flaps 15.
Terrain. 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 Gear down. Terrain.
All right, folks, we're
Terrain.
probably doing something we're not supposed to, but we're going to. This is the procedure, by the way.
Terrain.
Well, not the missed approach procedure.
Terrain. Terrain. Pull up.
Speed brake still armed.
Bank angle. Bank angle.
I'm not liking this mountain.
Take rate.
1,000.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Birch, altitude set.
Okay, folks, this is not very pretty. Flaps 30. All right, Teston, we're going to come in runway 15. Hopefully you're out of the way.
Five hundred.
Take rate.
400. 300. 200.
Take rate. Take rate. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
100.
Take rate.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness.
80 knots.
Oh my goodness, I made it. Oh my God. Holy cow. Holy cow. Okay, folks, that was not the prettiest approach. By far not the prettiest approach. Holy Toledo. Took a missed approach. Took going around. Doing the 1-5 approach once I realized 3-3 was impossible to make. And we did it, folks. Let's see, 5 approaches into here. Now let's not screw it up taxiing in. Alright, flaps up. Trying to. There we go. Radar off. I don't believe it, folks. Oh Lord, it didn't look that tight. Wow. Oh, you're not kidding. Holy cow. Okay. Wait a minute. Test 1, the ramp's at the end. You're on the cargo ramp. And it may not look like the chart. But folks, we've arrived in Paro in one piece. Airplane big time to clean up behind me in the cabin. But you know what? We'll take it. That is just unbelievable. Holy cow. Alright folks, if you ever want to have fun, you ever want to give this a try, I know a lot of you will make it a lot easier than I did. I didn't even run half of my checklists. That's probably how I made it in. Hang on a second. All right, so incredible. that is an incredible approach, folks. No wonder only about a couple of dozen people are type rated on this. Folks, just so you know, that landing was at minus 295 by Sim Toolkit. Oh, not pretty by any stretch of the imagination. But, you know, any landing you can walk away from is a good one. Hey, that means the 3 crashes I did before this, I walked away. They were good landings. No, they weren't. All right, folks, so we are on the ground, all intact. Just deciding which stand to take. We'll take this one. Oh my gosh. Stand by, we're gonna all right. Well, she's just gonna have to sit here. Okay, I was gonna try and be nice, back her up a little bit, but I ain't screwing anything up with this one. Okay, so they're on. Okay, let's go ahead and shut this thing down. All right, they are spooling back. Ladies and gentlemen, for me, a milestone. That is probably the most difficult approach I've ever flown. It took 5 attempts at the runway to finally get it on the runway. Landed, shut down, not crashed, not damaged. Well, not maybe well, I don't think I damaged it in any way. But holy mackerel. Hang on a second here, folks. We're going to go ahead and file our PIREP here real quick. Mac Air has us at 312, folks. I am not complaining at all. Stop that flight. File the PIREP. And make sure PIREP has been filed. All right, folks. Well, we are, let's go ahead, let these people get off, kiss the ground, and say, thank God we're never flying with Mike again. Hang on, we got... Sorry, folks, you got to make sure we got you cleared. Get all of these check marks made. Okay, folks, we are... Nope, I got one more thing. Okay, we are on ground power now. Well, folks, we are here, arrived, and want to thank Jay Drums for flying ahead. I know you can't stick around too long. I know you may or may not have to head out to the airport tomorrow. We thank you, though, for excuse me, for showing up. We also thank everybody else that showed up. Thank you, Politano, for the follow. Journey in as well from earlier today. Thank you all for joining and flying with us. Next up, as I try to figure out where we fly to next with this setup here, challenging approaches, we're in Paro. The departure hopefully isn't as bad as the arrival. But we'll either head back to Kathmandu. We'll take a look at what Mac Air has for us and head that way. But if we fly tomorrow, it'll be the flight that I had scheduled today, which was Vancouver to Toronto. And I may do that not on stream. I just may go back to my old computer with FSX and fly it there. I don't know yet. We'll see. But folks, thank you all for turning out. It was a great flight, not the best approach by any stretch of the imagination. Way high coming in for 3-3, hence the immediate call for go around. We did not fly the full procedure go around. We changed our mind, went to runway 15, which meant when you fly these approaches into the valley here, even if you're coming in on that Y approach, for 415, you gotta swing out like we did, and you're gonna basically, just to kind of give you an idea, I don't see the reference point from here. There were some roads it looked like up here, but you're gonna be basically aiming for here to make where you're turning over it. We were a little bit further over. We were more like here, but then you're gonna head up the valley enough way so that you can then loop it around. I cleaned up a little bit to get some speed, which probably was wrong, but I did just for safety. We made the turn, a lot of bank angles and altitudes. They actually turn off their GPWS. So they turn off all that so they don't hear that on the approach. Swung around, and once we got lined up in the valley, I took it a little different than the other time I crashed on it. And I was able to do like WebGear suggested on my earlier approach today. Get myself back further so I could set up on the center line. That's where I had trouble earlier today. I couldn't get it set right on the center line. Hence, I landed hard, almost hit the wing and engine, and collapsed the nose gear, and the rest was history, and we were a burning hulk on the runway. But I hope Jay Drums had a good flight, landed safely. Hopefully he got off the runway fine, parked in the cargo area, it looked like just fine. Hopefully that's all what happened, and not a reset to that point. But I hope y'all enjoyed. I sure did. That just makes me so happy that I finally was able to make it into Paro. So, for those of you who are still new to the channel, click follow. The best thing that follow does for you, besides lets me know I have yet another person following me, it kind of tells me I'm doing what you want. It allows you through an email to know the next time we fly online or on stream, so you can follow us. It also eventually, once I get over, I think it's 50, allows it me to switch into a more partner affiliate role with Twitch. But my goal is building a community of pilots. Excuse me. That frog was just killing me in my throat. Sorry about that, folks. But I want to build a community of pilots like-minded. We just want to go out here and have fun. I hope you all had fun on that. It's a, hang on a second, hour and 7 minutes from the time we took off in Kathmandu to this point, and we've been streaming 1 hour and 45 minutes roughly. So folks, I'm not going to take up any more of your valuable Saturday nights. Palatino, I thank you for joining us. Anyone else that came out, I thank you for joining us. We had a great run. For those of you who may be new or chiming in on the viewers, watch the video, say, at about 40 minutes back. That'll be into where we begin the approach. Flying with Mike finally landed safely in Paro, the most challenging approach in the world right now, after 5 attempts. So kudos, thank you all so much for joining us tonight, and look forward to seeing you all on future streams, and have a great Saturday night. God bless, and we'll see you then.